All right, hi guys. Welcome to the continuation of our series. All right. So in last class, we spoke about or we created our sign-up page, and then pushed to our sign-up branch. Okay. All right. So the next thing what we're gonna do today, is we're going to design the login page. Now, if you take notes, I want you to observe something, right? Looking at these two pages, the sign up on my left and the login on my right, you notice that they both kind of look similar, right? The only difference would be like the login on the right seems like or looks like a reverse of the sign up. So where you have the logo, the blue section is on the right, on the login page, and then the form is on the left. Okay. All right. So let's see how we can use the same or clone, use the same HTML and see if we can just make little changes. Okay. So right now, this is what we have, the sign up page. So first of all, let's create a new branch. Git checkout minus B login. Okay. Let's go ahead and create a new HTML file, or let's clone this HTML file. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to paste. All right, so index.copy the HTML. So let's rename this to login.html, right? Let's rename this to login.html. Okay, and all right, so doing that, I'm going to restart the server on login.html. I'm going to open my live server. Okay. All right. So we're in a new branch, and then we created a new file login.html. So we can go ahead and experiment with. Now take note of how it looks now. Let's see. And then don't forget that our HTML structure basically is the main element that has two different children, the left section and the right section. The left section for the sign up is the blue section because HTML reads from top to bottom, left to right. Okay, and our main had a display of grid, right? So we separated the two sections, but we split the view into two views, both of the same size, one fraction, one fraction. All right. And then since it reads from the left, it means that the text or the first part, goes to the left, right? And then the second part of the grid goes to the right. Now, let's see what happens if I cut this and then I put it down here. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so you notice now that it's the opposite now, right? So the left section is now the right section, and then the right section is now the left section, which is basically what we have for the login design. Okay, so now let's make some changes. Notice, let's start with the right section. You notice that the welcome back, or as opposed to having a text under the icon or under the logo, we now have something that looks like a header. Welcome back. So let's try and change that. Go to our login.html and close this. And then we're going to change this H1 and then paste this. Okay. How about our styling? We have some stylings here. The font weight and the font size and the line height. I'll take that also. Now let's go to our style.css. Take note that this is the sign up left section. You can still use the same class. So let me just separate this. Let me just add login styles and then just comment this out. Okay. Then I can do left sign up left section. the H1 sign up left section. Okay, I can give font weight, font size, color, white. Okay, let's use this. Okay, just use this for a change. Let's just call it white. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay, good. So we have that. Now let's check for the space, or the spacing between the header and the logo, and then the header and the image down. So this 36 pixels and 100 pixels. So let me add that margin bottom, margin top, 36 pixels, margin bottom, 100 pixels. Okay. So let's see how it looks like. Okay, so this is good. The next thing we want to do is want to change the image, right? I already downloaded the image, but if you don't remember how to do that, just select this image, um, go to the right panel, select design, and then under export, select the file type and or the extension, and then click export, export down here. All right, so I've already downloaded it. So let me just add this here under the images icon folder. All right, so login hero image. I'm just going to confirm that. Okay, cool. So we have our login image right now. Okay, so I think we're good with the right section. Now let's work on the left section. Okay. You notice that as opposed to this text, you just have the login to continue, right? So let's work on that. I'm going to collapse. Let me format this, and then I'm just going to collapse this. All right, bring this down. So all this, I'm just going to take out this. Okay, I think we'll still need this later, so let me just take this. I'm just going to take this out, and then the H2. Let me see. What's the font size? Let's inspect this. Font size is 30 pixel. So let's give it H2 and do this. Okay. All right. So I'm also going to give this a class. Let me just give this a class and call it login. Right. I'm just going to call it login. Right. Content. Okay. So all right. So let's see how it looks like. All right. Login to continue. Okay. So I'm just going to change this. Give it a font width of 700. Let me do that. H2. Okay, so set up right section, right content. Okay, I can also still do it from here, right? And then to just affect the whole file, right section, H2, font weight of 700. Okay, the font weight, you don't need any limit. Okay. Um, okay. So, and then also the font size of 30 pixel. Let me just confirm what this was. Okay, this was 40 pixel. So this is 30 pixel, right? Okay. Okay. So let me go down here and say login, page two, sorry, selector class selector, font size. Okay, let me see this. Okay. All right, so we have that. Next thing is we want to edit our form. All right, so we just have email and password. So I'm just going to delete the other content. We don't have username. I'll take this out, and then I'm going to take out the confirm password. Okay, okay, just have that. All right, so we have the email and the password. Okay, all right, so the email and the password that works fine. Um, Next thing is to check what the distance between this. So this is 64 pixel. Okay, let me just confirm that in the HTML. Okay. Oh, login, right content. Okay, I have the wrong CSS selector. Sorry about that. Okay, so this should work. Okay, okay, I think this is fine. I think this works. Okay, so the next thing is we want to change the text of the button to login. All right, so I'll change the text button to login. Okay, and then let's just change this to home page. Right? Whenever you click that button. Okay. Also, you'd find the remember me and the password, forgot password. So let's add that also to the form. We'll just put that just below this. Let's have a div. And the div, let's have another div. All right. So this first div is going to have our label and an input. Okay. So that's this section, remember me section, and this is a checkbox. All right. So the input type is going to be a checkbox. Okay. So the label remember me. Okay, remember me. It is actually on the right side, so we can change that. Remember me. Let's pick this and then put it here. All right. So let's give it a name of remember, an ID of remember. And also, we can add this for remember. Okay, so that works. Okay, let me format this. Okay, all right. So this is the first part of that if. Now let's add another part, which is this forgot password. So we can call this if and write this forgot password. You can also make it just a link. Fine. And just ask for the password. Okay, and then copy that. Okay, so let's see how it looks like. All right, so this is how it looks like. Okay, all right, good. This is how it looks like. So we have the inputs and the label. Okay, so how about I give this a class and call it remember these, right? Call it remember these. Okay, All right. So let me give this also a class name and call it let's call it forgot password container. Okay, let's call it forgot password container, and then let's go and style it. Okay, so first of all, we want it displayed in a flex um format, right? So you can see. And then also, this seems to be in a column format. So let's change that. If you see the inputs, the label, and then the input. So let's see if we can change that. Let's go to the parent div, which is the remember div, right? So the remember div is holding the input and the label. So let's do that here. Let's give display of flex. So once you style or give a container display of flex, right? Um, it automatically makes it flex row, right? And that's the default flex. All right, so I see the input kind of has kind of takes the whole space. So what we can do is we can do this. Okay. All right. So put the input in the view, right? All right. So let's also space these two sections. So remember me, forgot password. I should have a gap between it, right? So they're both spaced out, so both of them are flanking the edges. So let's see how we can do that. So forgot password container, we already gave it this flex. So let's do justify content space between. So we want the space to be in between the two. Okay, good. So we have that now. Let's also add a gap in somehow between the remember me and the input. That's 8 pixels. So let's add that here. Gap 8 pixels. Okay. So we have that set. Okay, good. Now let's style forgot. Okay, let's see what's the size for this 10 pixels. Okay. Let's style this, give it um this color. So that's 20 pixel. All right, so let's add an anchor first of all. So, okay, it has the anchor. So let's just add this. It's under forgot password container. So let's do that forgot password container and then select the anchor and give it this color. Okay, that works. That works. All right, cool. So we're done with that section. All right, next. All right, so next, let's take what the section here because we look well, don't have an account sign up. I mean, it looks exactly like this. So remember we commented it sometime up here. Let's see. All right, so this is it. So we're gonna cut this. Now let's take this paragraph out and paste this. All right. So we're gonna do this, and then I'm going to copy this. Don't have an account, and put it here, and then sign up. We're going to put sign up here. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have this. Okay. And then also it's centered to the middle, right? So we can use text align, format documents. All right, so let's give it another class. It's center align. Let's just start this class. Text align, center. Okay, so this does the work. All right, so next, let's see if we can create this section, right? You can see this, where you have like a line and then an off and then another line. All right, so let's see how we can manipulate that. So let's come here. Let me format my documents. So that's just load the form. So let's go under the form. Let's create a div, right? Now, our div is going to have three sections. The first line, oh, sorry about that. The first line, the or, and then the second line. So let's create three div sections. Okay. Okay, so we have three sections. Let's add the or here. This is going to be our first line, second line, third line. You know what? Why don't you just change this to span? Change this to span.